Is the RTX 5080 Nvidia's next big win, or just another expensive mistake? Some say it's the sweet spot for gamers and creators. Others think it's just a slightly cheaper 4090 without the extra VRAM. So, is it worth your money? Or will it leave you questioning your life choices? Let's find out. Alright, let's talk money. Because no matter how good a GPU is, if the price doesn't make sense, it's a hard pass. The RTX 5080 launched at $999, but has seen prices soar due to scarcity, with some listings exceeding $1,600. The RTX 4090 had an initial MSRP of $1,999. However, resale prices have skyrocketed, reaching up to $4,000 on platforms like eBay. So, does the 5080 hit the performance to price sweet spot? Time for the real test. We tested 11 games at stock settings, comparing the 4080 Super, 5080, and RTX 4090. Here's what we found. In Assassin's Creed Mirage, the RTX 4090 delivered an impressive 128 FPS, leading the pack as expected. The 5080 followed with 109 FPS, which is a solid improvement over the 4080 Super, which managed 100 FPS. In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the RTX 4090 crushed it with 179 FPS, while the 5080 came in strong at 150 FPS. The 4080 Super, slightly behind, delivered 130 FPS. Now here's where things get interesting. In Cyberpunk 2077 running at RT Psycho 4K with no DLSS, or frame generation, RTX 4090 averaged 39 FPS, with lows dipping to 33 FPS. Surprisingly, the 5080 managed to pull ahead here, averaging 41 FPS. Meanwhile, the 4080 Super struggled, managing just 27 FPS on average. In Batman Arkham Knight, the RTX 4090 delivered a buttery smooth 164 FPS, while the 5080 held up well with better minimum frame rates than the 4080 Super. In Rainbow Six Siege, the RTX 4090 absolutely dominated, pushing out 203 FPS. The 5080 held up incredibly well, delivering 187 FPS, making it a great choice for high refresh rate gaming. Meanwhile, the 4080 Super came in lower at 155 frames per second, which is still very playable but noticeably behind the 5080. So, what's the takeaway here? The RTX 5080 is about 20% faster than the 4080 Super across most games. The RTX 4090, while still the king, is only around 10% faster than the 5080, but it costs significantly more. If you're looking for a powerful GPU without going full 4090 insanity, the 5080 might be the sweet spot. But what about productivity? If you're into 3D modeling, AI, or video editing, the 4090's 24GB VRAM makes a difference. However, the 5080 still beats the 4080 Super thanks to better hardware encoding and decoding for H.264 and H.265 workflows. Blender benchmark results: the RTX 4090 topped the charts at 2,800 samples per minute. The 5080 followed closely with 2,274 samples per minute. The 48 Super landed at 2,106 samples per minute. If you don't need 24 gigabytes of VRAM, the 5080 is a smarter choice for creators who game and gamers who create. Alright, final verdict. For gaming, the 5080 is clearly better than the 4080 Super. Definitely worth considering. For content creation, 5080 is solid, but if you need maximum VRAM and power, the 4090 is still the best. If money isn't an issue, just get the 4090. So, is the RTX 5080 worth it? If you want high-end gaming without paying 4090 tier prices, then yes, it's a great choice. But if you want the absolute best, then let's be honest. Just go for the 4090. That's it for this review. If this helped you out, hit that subscribe button Share this with a fellow GPU nerd and let us know which GPU you're using in the comments. Until next time,